The 60s picked up where the 50s left off. Front-engine roadsters were the norm. The national championship included dirt and paved ovals, but the bricks at Indy were what mattered the most. A field of hardened veterans led the way in 1960. Last year's champ, Rodger Ward, qualified outside row 1. Jim Rathmann, a 3-time runner-up at the Brickyard, starts second. And fan favorite Eddie Sachs starts on the pole. His Dean Van Line Special registers a lap over 146 miles an hour.
I just got so elated and so happy that I just started crying, and it was just sentimental. I'm a sentimental type.
On the final day of qualifying, rookie Jim Hurtubise capped off a spectacular month with a fast run. Hurt set new 1- and 4-lap records in the Travel-On Trailer Special, nearly 3 miles an hour faster than the pole sitter. Hurtubise will start 23rd.
I was going to try and go as fast as I could. And the fellows, my pit crew, they come out each lap I went around and give me an okay sign, so I didn't know how fast I was going. Actually, until the last lap, they give me the 149. And, well, I didn't think I was going that fast, but I guess I was.
And the race is on. Into the first turn, they'll be roaring in about 1/10 of a second. There they go, pick up the leaders, Bill Throat.
All right, we're looking to pick them up. Rodger Ward dashes down and into the lead. He is number 1. Right behind him is Jim Rathmann and Eddie Sachs.
A handful of drivers charge to the front, but it's Ward who really flexes some muscle early on.
The race should have been the dullest race in the history of the Speedway, because I could run out front without abusing my car so easily. It was just really almost too much fun. Then I made a pit stop, and I got careless.
Ward takes a 10-second lead into the pits. He stalls the car. A routine stop for fuel and tires takes over 1 minute. With fresh tires, Ward hustled his way back to the front. With 250 miles to go, Ward then challenged Rathmann for the lead.
And here they come, Rodger Ward, about 3 car lengths ahead, driving down into this corner, right above the white line, and right behind him is Jimmy Rathmann, and they go scooting into that back straightaway.
Ward regained the lead on lap 123, but the duel had just begun.
I would line him up coming off the turns, and I would pass him down the straightaways, and I did that. Of course, then we'd come to traffic, and because I'm driving a little more cautiously now, he would catch up, and then he would pass me.
Rodger could get me coming out of the corner and down the straightaway. And I could pass him, actually, or going into the corner or through the corner where I could outrun Rodger. And I'm trying to save my tires. That was a main thing that you had to do in those days, because you had to run the tires until a cord showed.
Rodger Ward moved about 100 feet in front of Jim Rathmann, but on the last time around, Rathmann was leading. This is a ding-dong battle for first place between Jim Rathmann and Rodger Ward.
The faster they go, the quicker the tires wear out. Race strategy now becomes paramount.
So I figured, well, I got to save that right front as hard as we're running. And Rodger's passed me, and then I figured, well, I'll let him stay in front for a while, and I just couldn't do it. It wasn't in me.
Rathmann snatches back the lead on lap 190.
So now it's a Rodger Ward, Jim Rathmann duel right down for the last 10 laps to the finish of this 500.
Boy, it's a shame that somebody has to lose this race, you know. These two fellows driving 500 miles just neck and neck.
So I made a decision to back off and let Rathmann lead. Well, that was working perfectly, because Rathmann got into the lead. I backed off a couple of seconds, and then he slowed down and I slowed down. Now the tire wear is going along just perfect. But I failed to get cooperation from the car that was running third. That was Johnny Thompson.
With no time to spare, Ward makes his move on lap 194.
I made the decision. I went up there and took the lead. And about the time that I did that and ran a few more laps, Johnny Thompson had an engine problem, which then caused my strategy to be poor, because I had abused the tires a little extra, and of course I kept leading, hoping for a yellow flag or something. None came.
Jim Rathmann ahead of Rodger Ward in the southeast turn. Then Rodger Ward drops back about 8 or 9 car lengths as they go on that back straightaway.
With 3 laps to go, Ward's right front tire wears out. He backs off, concedes the win.
The race was so much fun because the car performed so great, and I ran so well that, and second is not too bad.
Here's a checkered flag for Jim Rathmann, the winner of the 44th annual 500-mile race.
A bridesmaid no more. Rathmann takes home $110,000 in a race that featured 29 lead changes.
Man, I was happy. Figured this is finally it. I finally got lucky and won one.
History would report that that particular race was perhaps one of the most competitive, because Rathmann, again, is one of those people who, when he can see you and when he can race with you, he can find the extra miles an hour.
Fastest qualifier, Jim Hurtubise, ran as high as 5th before a mechanical failure ended his first 500. The impressive debut earned him Rookie of the Year honors.